Welcome to Institute of Quality and Reliability. Hi, this is Hemant.
Accelerated Live Testing Part 4. Determination of activation energy for Arrhenius equation from experimental data. Please watch our previous videos on accelerated live testing for better viewing experience of this video. Links to these videos are provided in the description of this video. In 1889, Arrhenius, who was a Swedish scientist, developed a model for the influence of temperature on chemical reactions. As chemical reactions and diffusion rates are responsible for many failures, the Arrhenius equation can be adapted to model the acceleration factor in such cases. Arrhenius equation can therefore be appropriate to model acceleration factor in reliability testing when the prominent stress is temperature. So where can we apply Arrhenius model? Insulators, batteries, electric filament bulbs, lubricants, electronic parts, and similar applications, where temperature is the primary stress which can result into failure of the parts. We have seen the Arrhenius equation in one of our previous videos on accelerated live testing. The Arrhenius equation can be written as R reaction rate equals a constant A into e raised to minus EA upon KT, where EA is the activation energy, K is Boltzmann constant, and T is temperature in Kelvin. We will explain now how to estimate the activation energy for a particular failure mode in this video. So let us see how to determine the activation energy. As per Arrhenius equation, the reaction rate increases with temperature as per this equation shown before. The higher the reaction or diffusion rate, the lower will be the life, and therefore life tau will be equal to A dash into e raised to EA upon KT. Note that we have taken reciprocal of the above equation, and constant A is replaced by another constant A dash. Taking logarithm of both sides, we can say that ln of life tau equals ln of A dash plus EA upon KT. As EA and K are constants, we can estimate value of activation energy if we plot ln of life versus 1 upon T, where T is temperature in Kelvin. Source of this information is Accelerated Live Testing book by Wayne Nelson. Here is an application example from Wayne Nelson's book. Table shows data of time to failure for class H insulation at 4 different temperature settings: 190, 220, 240, 260 degrees Celsius. This is a complete data as all items have failed. What is the median life at 180 degrees Celsius? What is the activation energy? It is convenient to use stacked format instead of the original unstacked format for analysis of the data. Arrhenius equation for life is given by life tau equals A into e to the power EA upon KT, or ln of tau equals ln of A plus EA upon KT. First, we must convert temperature values in Kelvin by adding 273.15 to the original values. Then we plot life as a function of 1 upon T and fit exponential model on Excel. Alternately, we can plot ln of life as a function of 1 upon T in Kelvin, which will probably be a straight line. From the slope of this line, we can estimate activation energy EA. Let us see how to do this in Microsoft Excel. This is the data of temperature versus time to failure. As you have seen, there are 4 temperature settings which are listed here: 190, 220, 240 and 260, and then the life is or time to failure is tabulated in this column. Now I have created two extra columns, Kelvin and 1 upon Kelvin. This temperature in the first column is in degrees Celsius. Now if I want to convert this into Kelvin, I need to add 273.15. So I select the cell and add 273.15 to get the Kelvin values. And as per the Arrhenius equation, we have to use the 1 upon Kelvin value. So we say 1 upon Kelvin, and yeah. So I have just reproduced our previous discussion in this Excel file for reference, and we can see that the life is given by A into e to the power EA, that is activation energy, divided by K into T, or in the logarithmic form it is ln of T is equal to ln of A plus E upon KT. Now here we have data of 1 upon Kelvin, that is 1 upon T. So we have a data of 1 upon Kelvin and time to failure, and let us plot this data. But first I think we have to convert this into ln of life. So let us convert this into ln of life by using the ln function. So this is ln of life. Now we have a choice to plot directly 1 upon Kelvin versus time to failure. Let us plot that. And I select the data and just say insert scatter plot. So we have a scatter plot of these two data, that is 1 upon temperature, 1 upon Kelvin, and the y-axis is the life, but it is on a linear scale. Now I can insert a trend line here by right clicking, do the right click on mouse and say add trend line. And now I select exponential, not linear. We have not converted the data into logarithm. So exponential, and then display equation on the chart, display R square value on the chart, and we get the equation or the relationship between the two variables. I am just making it large for looking at it. And okay, so the relationship that we got here is, I am just taking it up for reference. So it is y is equal to 0.0006 into e to the power 7606.7. Based on this, we can say that this 7606.7 is the value of EA upon K. Temperature is on the x-axis, or 1 upon T is on the x-axis. I put the value of EA upon K here, which is equal to 7606.7. So since EA upon K is equal to 7606.7, E must be equal to this value multiplied by Boltzmann constant K, and that equals 0.65548. This is in electron volts. Electron volts. Not per degree, that was the... So this is the value that we were looking for. So from this experiment we have concluded that the value of activation energy EA equals 0.65548, or let us say 0.65. Alternately, we can also plot ln of life as a function of 1 upon Kelvin, which is expected to be a straight line. So I select 1 upon Kelvin, click on the control button, and then select the ln of life. And now I can insert the scatter plot again. Now this is expected to be a straight line. Let us see what we find. So I change the scale of the y-axis suitably. So the minimum need not be 0. We can start at 6 approximately. So if I do, yeah. And now I can just right click here and add a trend line, but this time we can choose the linear. Of course, we have to choose the display equation and display r squared value, and you can observe that we again get the same value of the slope, and you can see that the value of slope is now 7606.7. It is the same value that we got earlier. The r square value of 0.9123 or 91.23% shows how well the data fits on the plotted line, and 91.23% is a good number, so it reasonably fits a straight line. So I substitute this value of E upon K as 7606.7. Obviously we are going to get the same value, 0.65548 electron volts. So we can plot this ln of life as a function of 1 upon Kelvin, or we could plot directly the life as a function of 1 upon Kelvin as shown earlier. We also wanted to find out what is the median life at 160 degrees Celsius. To determine the estimated life at 160 degrees Celsius, we must first convert this temperature into Kelvin. For that we add 160 plus 273.15, and we also need to take reciprocal of this to use it in the equation. So the predicted life we can find out by any of the equations, either in the exponential form or logarithmic form. It is easy to use the first form, that is tau is equal to a into e to the power Ea upon kt. So the predicted life would be equal to, now the constant A is 0.0006 star, E means exponential of Ea upon K is given as 7606.7 and divided by temperature. So we can use this, or we could have multiplied by that one. So that gives me a life of 25406. So the expected life at temperature of 160 is 25,406.8 hours. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you found it worth watching. Please subscribe to Institute of Quality and Reliability channel if you want to watch more videos on reliability engineering, Six Sigma and statistical quality control. Click on the subscribe and bell icon to get notified for future videos.